This is the confession of Peter. This is the revelation of God. But more than that, it's the foundation of our faith. Tell somebody it's the foundation. The foundation of our faith. Why is it the foundation of our faith? Because if Jesus is not the Christ, if Jesus is not the Christ, then we are still in our sins. If Jesus is not the Christ, then we are still debtors to God. If Jesus is not the Christ, then we are not saved. If Jesus is not the Christ, then we still need to be redeemed. If Jesus is not the Christ, then we have no hope of heaven. If Jesus is not the Christ, then we still are wretches undone. If Jesus is not the Christ, then we are men and women most miserable. Jesus must be the Christ. And if Jesus is not the Son of God, if he's not the Son of God, that means that his not supernatural, but just natural. If Jesus is not the Son of God, that means the Immaculate Conception is just a mythic concoction. If Jesus is not the Son of God, that means that his blood ain't no better than ours. If Jesus is not the Son of God, that means his sacrifice is insufficient. If Jesus is not the Son of God, that means that his death was just another one that bites the dust. If Jesus is not the Son of God, we are not joint heirs. If he be not the Christ, if he's not the Son of God, if our God is not the living God, we are just worshiping for nothing, wasting our worship. If our God is not the living God, we are just blowing in the wind. If our God is not the living God, we are misplacing our praise. If our God is not the living God, we are just bowing to nobody. If our God is not the living God, we are talking to ourselves. This is the foundation of our faith. And so Peter said, "Thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God." And then after that, Jesus said to him, "Upon this rock, I will build my church." Y'all got time for me to break that down? Upon this rock, everybody say I. You know that if you ever want something done right, you got to do it yourself. He said, "Upon this rock, Peter means well, but I can't trust him to build it. Never know what he's going to do. Judas, he got the money, but he's funny with the money, and you know he about to betray me anyhow. I can't trust him to build it. James and John, they're running around trying to figure out who the greatest. I can't trust them to build it. Even my own family, my mama and them, they don't believe in me. I can't trust them to build it. The scribes got their head buried in books. I can't trust them to build it. The Pharisees are stuck on the law and stuck on the I can't trust them to build it. The only way I can build this church is if I build it my church. Upon this rock I will." Everybody say will. The reason will is because as he was there in Caesarea Philippi, the church hadn't been built yet. The church hadn't been started yet. This is a long time before Pentecost. The church wasn't born until the day of Pentecost. Jesus hadn't even died yet. That's why he said, "I will." Haven't died